Good to have you by my side, friend. I need reliable people around.
We meet at last, my dear lady.
What is this? What have you done?
Oh, come now. You didn't really expect to manipulate people forever, did you? Your luck had to run out sometime. Now we'll take our friend here back to Hammerfell, where she will pay the price for her treason. Not on the way back. Once she gets there, it's not up to me to decide what's done with her. And as for you, I owe you a portion of the reward. Well, here you go. Spend it wisely, and if I may, don't allow yourself to be fooled by a pretty face. You're better than that. She sold the city out to the Aldmeri Dominion. Were it not for her betrayal, Tanith could have held its ground in the war. The other noble houses discovered her betrayal, and she fled. They want her brought back alive. The resistance against the Dominion is alive and well in Hammerfell, and they want justice. Good day.
One of Clavicus's little Jess, a wizard named Sebastian. When the daughter became a werewolf, it drove Sebastian over the edge. He couldn't stand to see his little girl take off. The wizard wished for the ability to end his daughter. Clavicus gave him an axe.
Need a ride? I can take you to any of the... Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. Sun feels good, huh?
As if Skyrim didn't have enough outsiders. Now we've got mercenaries from Hammerfell strutting about.
Come along, no more stops. We need to find our way to Solitude.
Why are we even going to a wedding at this farm?
far-flung end of the Empire, anyway.
I told you, it's the wedding of Vittoria Vici. An
Oh,
extremely
did you need
wealthy
something?
merchant with the East Empire Company. The Emperor's cousin, remember?
Speak to my husband.
Hopefully
if you
these
must.
gifts will put us in... Don't bother me, peasant. I've had a long journey and paid too much coin on these gifts to be late to Vittoria's wedding. Indeed, if we ever get there.
Oh, hey there. You here to join the Dawn Guard, too?
Truth is, I'm a little nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I hope you don't mind if I walk up with you? Hey, don't tell Isran I was afraid to meet him by myself. Not the best first impression for a new vampire hunter, I guess? I heard what's going on.
Vampires and Dawn Guard. All I wanted to help, so here I am.
Here to join the Dawn Guard? Good. Isran will decide if you've got what it takes. Go on.
Why are you here, Tolan? The Vigilance and I were finished with each other a long time ago.
You know why I'm here. The Vigilants are under attack everywhere. The vampires are much more dangerous than we believed.
And now you want to come running to safety with the Dawn Guard. Is that it? I remember Keeper Carset telling me repeatedly that Fort Dawn Guard is a crumbling ruin, not worth the expense and manpower to repair. And now that you've stirred up the vampires against you, you come begging for my protection.
Isran, Carset is dead. The Hall of the Vigilance, everyone, they're all dead. You were right, we were wrong. Isn't that enough for you?
Yes, well, I never wanted any of this to happen. I tried to warn all of you. I am sorry, you know. So who are you? What do you want? You heard right. I'm glad word's finally starting to get around. But that means it won't be long before the vampires start to take notice as well. I need someone out in the field taking a fight to the damn vampires. Tolan was telling me about some cave the Vigilants were poking around in. Seemed to think it was related to these recent vampire attacks. Tolan, tell him about, what was it? Dim Hollow.
Yes, that's it. Dim Hollow Crypt. Brother Adelwald was sure it held some long-lost vampire artifact of some kind. We didn't listen to him any more than we did Isran. He was was at the hall when it was attacked.
That's good enough for me. Go see what the vampires were looking for in this dim, hollow crypt. With any luck, they'll still be there.
You go ahead.
Here,
I'll
you
talk
should
to
take a
Isran in a
crossbow.
minute.
Good.
You're that mage from the college, right? Here things have finally calmed down over there.
pagan's name are you? Speak, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Oh, I was part of the gang in the ruins here. Friend of mine went crazy and stole the... Look, I'm done here. Mop the floor with these idiots for all I care. Just get out of my way. now ain't this a surprise?
Bad time to get lost, friend.
Vigilants never know when to give up. I thought we'd talk about the rest of their haul.
Coming here alone. A fool like all the rest of them.
He fought well, then. Gerald was all their match for you.
Ha! Those two deserve what they got. Their arrogance will become insufferable.
This talk is making
someone there.
I'll never tell you anything, vampire. I oath to Stendar, stronger than any suffering you can inflict on me.
I believe you, Vigilant. And I don't think you even know what you've found. So go and meet your beloved Stendar.
Are you sure that was wise, Lokiel? He still might have told us something. We haven't got any for ourselves.
Nothing. He served his purpose by leading us to this place. Now it is up to us to bring Harkon the prize. And we will not return without it. Vingalmo and Orthrone will make way for me after this. Something's not. Here you are!
Who sent you here? I was expecting someone... like me, at least. Can't you tell just from looking at me? A vampire. That's... complicated. And I'm not totally sure if I can trust you. But if you want to know the whole story, help me get back to my family's home. My family used to live on an island to the west of Solitude. I would guess they still do. By the way, my name is Serana. Good to meet you. Yes, it is. And it's mine. It's complicated. I can't really talk about it. I'm sorry. Good question. Hard to say. I feel like it was a long time. Who is Skyrim's High King? Oh, wonderful. A war of succession. Good to know the world didn't get boring while I was gone. Who are the contenders? Empire? What empire? Cyrodiil is the seat of an empire? It must have been gone longer than I thought. Definitely longer than we planned. Please, let's hurry. I need to get home so I can figure out what's happened. so good to breathe again. Even in this weather, it's better than the cave. It's not too far now. At least, I don't think it is. I thought you knew the way. It's on an island near Solitude. Hopefully we can find a boat to take us there. It's my family home. Not the most welcoming place, but depending on who's around, I'll be safe there. My father and I... saying it out loud makes it sound so... common. Little girl who doesn't get along with her father. Read that story 100 times. I'd rather not get into that with you, if that's all right. I'm sorry, it's not that... It's just that I don't know who I can trust yet. Let's get to my home, and I'll have a better sense of where we all stand. Hands to yourself. I'm no fan of the sun, but it would be better than this. So, Before we go in there, I think so. And thanks for I wanted to thank you for getting me this far. But after we get in there, I'm going to go my own way for a while. I think. I know your friends would probably want to kill everything in here. I'm hoping you can show some more control. Once we're inside, just keep quiet for a bit. Let me take the lead.
Lady Serana's back. Open the gate. Lord Harkon's a great man. Best show him the proper respect. I watched the gate. Ain't much else to tell.
How dare you trespass here? Wait, Serana? Is that truly you? I cannot believe my eyes. My lord, everyone! Serana has returned.
I guess I'm expected.
I can't believe it.
My long-lost daughter returns at last. I trust you have my Elder Scroll.
After all these years, that's the first thing you ask me? Yes, I have the scroll.
Of course,
He
I'm
has the scroll.
delighted to see you, my daughter. Must I really say the words aloud? Ah, if only your traitor mother were here. I would let her watch this reunion before putting her head on a spike. Now tell me, who is this stranger you have brought into our hall?
This is my savior, the one who freed me.
For my daughter's safe return, you have my gratitude. Tell me, what is your name? I am Harkon, Lord of this court. By now, my daughter would have told you what we are. Not just vampires. We are among the oldest and most powerful vampires in Skyrim. For centuries we lived here, far from the cares of the world. All that ended when my wife betrayed me and stole away that which I valued most. You have done me a great service, and now you must be rewarded. There is but one gift I can give that is equal in value to the Elder Scroll and my daughter. I offer you my blood. Take it and you will walk as a lion among sheep. Men will tremble at your approach, and you will never fear death again. Yes, I can smell it on you. The power of my blood will purge that filth and make you whole again. I will banish you from this castle. I will spare your life this once, but after that, you are prey. Perhaps you still need convincing. Behold the power! This is the power that I offer. Now, make your choice. Be still. Awake at last. Good. The power is growing within you, and now you must learn to wield it. My blood is potent. At first, the body is overwhelmed by it. After my bite, you collapsed and fell into a slumber. Now your flesh has acclimated to the new blood that courses through your veins. I assure you, no harm was done. In truth, your strength surprises me. Not all mortals can withstand my embrace. A shrine to Molag Bal, the mighty Daedra prince who is father to... Our power is a blessing from him. It is he who first bestowed the gift of the ancient. In an age long forgotten to history, I ruled as a mighty king. My domain was vast, and yet, as my mortal life neared an end, I faced a seemingly invincible. I pledged myself to Molag Bal, and in his name I sacrificed. In reward, he gave everlasting life to myself, my wife, and my daughter, and so I have defeated mortality itself. With my guidance, you will become a deadly instrument, striking terror. Now listen to my words, and do as I instruct. The true power of the ancient blood is found in the form of the Vampire Lord. Assume the mantle of the Vampire Lord, and we will continue. A Vampire Lord. In this form, you can drain the life from your foes with your right hand. With your left hand, you can wield the power of blood magic to raise the dead. You can also call upon the powers of night to turn into a swarm of bats and reappear some distance away. Should you run out of magicka, you can descend to the ground and fight as the beasts do. Do so now, and we will continue. Cease your flight, and we will move on to the next lesson. Good. You are weaker while on the ground because you cannot access the blood magic. However, the night powers are still yours to command, and your claws are still formidable weapons. Over time, your powers will grow in strength, and you will find new ways to use your gifts. There is much to learn, but if you master the powers of the Vampire Lord, few enemies will be able to stand against you. There is one last thing you must know. Slaying mortal men with your life drain grants you new night powers and blood magic. I keep a stable of thralls in the castle should you need to feed like the baser vampires to stave off the sun. That is all I have to teach you. If you wish to be reminded of these lessons, you need only ask. I have a task that will test your new powers. But first, do you have any questions? As a vampire, you will gain new... With each passing day that you do not feed, that weakness will become more dead. Feed upon those who are sleeping, and your vulnerability to sunlight will Good. Go and speak to Garen Marethi. Tell him... it is time. He will understand.
Why me? Please. No more.
What's happening?
How awkward for you.
Do you need something? You're new here, so I'll explain this once. You feed from the thralls as much as you like. You kill them, and I'll split you in half. All over Skyrim. It's my job to collect them. I try and keep something for everyone. For every taste, I mean. Sometimes you get one who comes willingly, but most have to be convinced.